All right. Welcome if you're watching the VOD. Click like on the VOD if you're watching. It helps it out. And check out the Twitch stream where we actually stream these live. Anyway, let's check out the new event. Apparently it's out for AQ Worlds. Hop on your room, me. Let's get some music going. Hopefully. You guys want to listen to NCS? We haven't listened to them in a long time. They might have new music. Let's 8 days ago they released a new song. Let's give it a try. Let's see if it's any good. Music's been pretty hit or miss. Switch my Venture Quest Worlds on Twitch has 4 viewers, the whole category. Damn, we just quadrupled the amount of viewers in the category. Well, let's go. Music's still out. All right. Hey, what's up, Dream? What is new? The update. Hey, someone in my house. All right. So apparently, feature got updated. That's not new. Oh, these are new. Little like sparkles for your fists. 500 AC a pop. Kind of pricey for what it is, to be honest, but it's close to unarmed, and usually unarmed's the main equip for a lot of people. Perfume bottles. Wait, why? Wait, a fiend spear. Wait, why is there a fiend spear in the shop? Is that for a wand with a perfume bottle on it? Pink dress. Does it have a male variant? Oh my lord. That is something. My eyes. Please. Please. Oh, a black version. Kind of clean. Ugly shoes. Very ugly shoes. The dress is kind of clean. Other than the... What are those? That seems to be the case for a lot of armors in this game. Boots are hard. As someone, I've tried to draw an AQ set before, and doing shoes on these characters is not easy. So I sympathize with the artists not being able to do shoes, especially not wanting to like make every shoe look the same. That's kind of cool. I wish I could preview it. There's a big Ahoge on there. Large. There it is with the glasses. So a lot of hair. Spear was originally a daily gift, but it got added to featured gear instead. Why? But why? Why would they do that? Holy, that's even more hair. So my controller over there. I'm buying that. That's cool. Looks like Ray's hair. Something like that. Oh, this song's kind of a bob. Oh, that face is that's cute. I'll buy that. The smugness. Very smug. If you want a smug male helmet, there you go. Kind of transparent wings. Not bad, not bad. Oh, the black ones. Yeah, I'm actually buying these black. Oh, they're 400. Wait, 350 just for the sprites? Gotta be smoking. It's like a few dots. 350. I miss Ray streaming. You catch one of his yearly streams. Next time he feels up to it. Ray is a busy, busy person. At least he sounded very, 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 very busy last time I spoke with him. Little foxes, seasonal rarity. Wait, is all this stuff seasonal? I thought it was rare. Rare. Oh, the pets aren't rare for some reason, but the whole rest of the set is, I guess. Oh, the pink one's seasonal. No one's buying that for that price, but alright. No runes. Wait, all the pink is seasonal? Oh, okay. The twin tails? Yeah, let's equip that. Can I have my armor back? Alright, let's equip the twin tails and so much hair. It looks, oh my god, that looks horrible when you run. Alright. That is something. We got wings too, right? Wings. They go in front of the hair. Ah. Ah, that's awful. Okay, we can't do that. Those two, okay, they all do that. That's just that's a hair issue right there. Oh, that's awful. Okay. There, just these wings just fully hide the hair. Doesn't look like we have. Doesn't look like we have them anymore. Perfect. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to just hide my cloak. Better. Much better. Perfect. So you guys, where's the actual event chat? All right, let's check out the sign ups and Twitter and stuff, and let's see, because it's not on the thing, right? Like it still says boss battle. Boss battle. Display cap. All right. Cherry blossom fairies. Note, the sweet, secure, magical midnight secure wands shown in the image will arrive this weekend as daily login gifts. Alright, I'll make shorts on those and where those are when those are available. Alright. This is today, 9th? Say the 9th? Actually, I don't know what day, oh, wrong one. What day is it? Oh yeah, it's the 9th. Okay. So it seems like the event is in Twilightzone. Copy that. New reward gear. Saturday and Sunday daily gifts. Can't wait for Sunday. Woo! Can't wait. Starfield, let's go. Woohoo! All right. I might be a little excited about that. Voice and C3 reward gear. Okay, spoiler for stuff that's in the event. So okay, let's go to the actual event in Twilightzone. That's if it's in game yet. Is it in game? Is it? Should be. It's not. It's taking longer than expected to animate the new release. I actually got debated by chat. Someone in chat said the update was out. I think he was joking though. I don't even think he was trying to trick me. Oh my god. Well, the shop was out. It was a nice little preview of the shop. I guess we gotta hang out for a bit. Guess we gotta hang out for a bit until the actual update comes out. What time is it, man? Isn't it kind of late? Holy hell, it's 9 p.m. for them. I like how AE always animate the cutscene on Friday night for some reason. Like, why is that a thing? I don't get why that's a thing. Do they hire the animator for one day of the week? Is that like actually a thing? Like, does the guy work like part-time 1 day a week? Is that the case? That might actually be the case. Like, I can't think of why else they're always animating a cutscene when the event's supposed to come out. I cannot think of it why else that would be the case. Hey, what's up, Ray? Thank you, man. Appreciate the sub.
Hey, man.
Love seeing that founder badge in chat too. Appreciate it, man. Sup. Hey, you been playing Diablo? Oh my god. I've been just enamored with that game. How's life? Also, it could cool off. Okay, I'm gonna go with the heat now. I've been lurking your Diablo streams. Oh, okay. Actually, I got my brother to get it. Well, hey, get Diablo. Like, tell him how good the game is. He's like, alright, I'll get it. I'm actually very surprised at how good that game is. I did not expect it. I will probably lose many hours to Diablo. I already have. Does the Blizzard launcher track your hours anywhere? I kind of don't want to see my Overwatch hours, but way too many. I'd be too busy on Cyberpunk. Dude's on there 24/7. Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. I've been through that. It's always terrible. Hello? Yo, thanks for following. It's a weird follow sound. Honestly. Flight Sim. Play new Jedi Survivor game. How's that running? Are you playing that on PC? The Jedi Survivor, is that running alright? I heard that game ran like terrible. Back in the CSGO. Woo, CSGO? Wait, are you on CS2? Is CS2 out for everyone? Phantom Liberty. I'm very excited for the Cyberpunk DLC. I feel like there's people that are excited for the Cyberpunk DLC, and then there's people that haven't played Cyberpunk. Those are the two groups of people that exist in this world. Have I played new Zelda? Yeah, I have actually. I bought it and I played it for like a few hours, and then I started playing Diablo. So I'll probably go back to. I'll realistically probably never go back to it. I'm playing Diablo now. I'm joking. I'll go back to it. Zelda was actually nice as well. I actually liked Zelda. I'll probably play it if I need to take my Switch somewhere. To like going to a hospital waiting room or something. I'll probably bring my Switch with me. Oh, you can run at 60 FPS with a 1060. Damn, okay. They must have really fixed it then. That game came out, it was having a hard time running on really good hardware. A Super Famicom. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos of people going into like game stores in Japan. Always seems really cool to see all the, because there's a lot of like Japanese game devs have a lot of like Japanese merch and stuff for their games that never leaves Japan, right? Unless you import it or export it. So yeah, you import it from Japan. It's a superior team comp game to Overwatch 2, sadly. Well, that doesn't take a lot. Whenever I queue up Overwatch 2, I know I'm going in for a goofy experience. That shit is not gonna end well if you're taking Overwatch super serious. I be at Ebzu every day. Live on that mountain, huh? I'd be up there all the time. I'm watching all the vlogs of up there, of people going up there. Oh my god, that looks so nice. Seeing the car parts stores that Japan has is so cool. Oh fuck, I don't have anything like that here. Not that I know of. Chat, if you're just joining, we are waiting for the update right now for the game. I thought it was out. The shop update's out. They updated the shop. Apparently the cutscenes are taking a while for the actual new main story event tonight. So, chilling, waiting for that. It's easy to drift. Anyone can. You just need an international license and cash. If you blow the tires, it's really expensive to replace. Oh yeah. Don't they have like tire stores up there on the mountain because they sell so many? Like tire and rim shops up there. Pull into the pits and it's just it's all for the public. That's really cool. Yeah, the car culture over there seems really neat. From everything I've seen. Seems very cool. Love to go someday. We're thinking of Tokyo Drift. Oh, I'm going off all the real stuff I've seen. There's like parts stores pretty close to like the mountains. Come on, A, add an auto battle function to the game. And if I ever install a game, like a mobile game or something, and it has an auto battle function, I uninstall it because it means that the devs didn't put any time into the actual like combat. Well, it doesn't always mean that, but that's usually what that indicates. Why do you want to auto battle? Seems pretty pointless. Yo, I read the AQ3D design notes today. Oh my god. It was like giving me PTS. It gives you a little look into the mind of AE. Let me see if I can pull it up here. You'll see what I'm talking about. We're on RX's Twitter. Oh no, it wasn't the design notes. It was massively over. It was like one of those articles that like Artix like writes himself and then gets posted onto websites as like. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Hey, here it is. I mean, if you read it, it seems like Artix wrote it. Adventure Quest 3D confirms 4 new classes and player houses in the works. Wow. So I'm gonna read this, and it's gonna seem like this does not read like an actual news article at all. This reads like a hashtag ad, but I don't see hashtag ad anywhere on here. Zoom in. You know what's an underrated little MMO that's pretty slick and offers plenty of cross-platform play? Adventure Quest 3D. Wait, this is linked to like the Steam page? Oh, it links to all their AQ 3D stuff. Okay. There's always something new to see and do in this ever-expanding game, such as this summer's imminent release, The Forge of Forlorn. This happy-go-lucky area is part of the upcoming Nullgas Saga Part 3 update, and will feature a lot of sentient weapons, along with more quests, a new pet, and an unrepentant super grind. Remember that the Nullgas Saga is infamous in Arctic's Entertainment games for having a long grinds for the most powerful items, so be prepared. The grind isn't over. Oh my god. Adventure Quest 3 also posted a new dev blog in which the team discussed the challenges and process of taking suggestions from the community and implementing them into the MMO. Arctic's Entertainment confirmed some of the most requested features are in the works, including 4 new classes, new guild features, and oh yeah, player housing. Why am I reading it like this? Yes, it's happening. Okay, I'm guessing Arctic's wrote this 100%. The much desired housing feature will entail a substantial investment in both art assets and back-end development. The studio said AQ3D is in the blueprint stage for housing, but rest assured, we are hiring Babylon's best contractors to take on the job. Jesus, I just thought that was a interesting piece. That was definitely an actual factual news story, actual news that an MMO player would love to read right there. Not an ad. Surely. They pay for this post? Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what happened there. It's an interesting look into their mindset though, about the Nullgath grind thing. What they call a mega grind or something. Ray, have you seen Spider-Verse? I saw an image of that on Twitter. I gotta see it again. I've been seeing people on Twitter posting like screenshots of it and stuff, and there's so many little details in it. Massively OP gets free in-game stuff unique to them in AQ3D. It gets 2 new players a month. My lord, Spider-Verse was amazing. Yeah, it's so good. Very, very good. Can't wait for the next part. It's gonna come out like next summer, probably late summer. March 2024. Yeah, they say March. I doubt it's actually gonna be March. The one we just watched, the Spider-Verse that came out recently, like the ones in theaters right now, got delayed, right? I imagine the next part's gonna get delayed too. Spider-Verse was so much better than Mario. If Mario wins any awards over Spider-Verse, it's actually rigged. Actually rigged. The Mario movie was it was alright, but that's if it loses anything to Spider-Verse, that I don't see it. I do not see it winning anything versus that in like an animated movie category. I think it's sold more. I think the Mario movie might do better box office wise, but I think the new Spider-Verse already did better than the last one. Like way better than the last one already. I saw the first one in theaters too. Yeah, I watched the first Spider-Verse in theaters. Really liked it. That's one of my favorite anime movies, the first one. The second one's really good too. A lot of people think the second one's better than the first. I don't really know my take on that. I think they're both really good. I think it's gonna be sick to watch all 3 back to back. 120 million opening night. Hey, I was part of that 120 million. Let's go. Soundtrack was better than the first. I agree, yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with that. That Post Malone song, and like the when he jumps off the building, the what up date or how's it go? Yeah, like yeah, the music in the music in the first one was definitely better. Definitely had a better soundtrack. Housing is in the works, betches. What is AQ3D housing gonna be? Because they can't like do like 2D stuff or like drag it around like the AQ World stuff. Like it has to be like a 3D asset, right? That does not seem within the scope of AQ3D. That does not. Spider-Verse is in X? Yeah. There's the first movie which is standalone, and then the second and third movies are 2 parts. And the third one's gonna be the last, and the second part of the next one that comes out is gonna be the last one in the Spider-Verse movies that they're doing for the Miles for the character. There might be more in that universe. They might do more with that universe. I don't know. I don't think that's been decided yet, but it's gonna be a 3-part thing with the last 2 parts being. They're gonna reuse assets from the world and make them boss drops. Oh yeah. There's definitely gonna be a lot of asset recycling. AQ3D is a very green game. They recycle like no other. I think I've ever seen a game reuse as many assets as AQ3D does. They're very economical. Imagine if Korey wasn't talking to chat, but just his inner voice. Yeah, one day I'll wake up. The asylum. Wake up from the stream. Don't disrespect RuneScape like that. Is the new Transformers movies doing well? The Transformers movie, Rise of the Beast. Pete Davidson's in it. Oh, cool. That's everyone loves that guy, don't they? 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. 6 on IMDb. It's the audience score. Audience score of 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, compared to 52% critic. I rewatched the first Transformers recently because I have it like on my YouTube. It's like I own the movie on YouTube somehow because I gave it up for free at some point like 20 years ago. Hey, yo, thanks for Prime, man. Oh, that name. Zartin the Czar. Oh, what's your name, man? Zartin, yo, thanks for the yeah, I think that's Zartin. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the Prime. Your name is very hard to read, but appreciate that, man. 2 months. Korey has spider sense. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, the first Transformers movie is so cheesy. I forgot how I watched it when I was like a kid, I guess. That first Transformers movie is insanely cheesy. What, Ron Perlman is in the... Oh, he voices Optimus Primal in the new Transformers movie. That's cool. I will not be seeing that. First Transformers goated. Yeah, it's a good movie, but oh my god, there's some lines in that movie that are absolutely just unhinged. I could not. I forgot how like wild they were with that movie. That movie would be the first Transformers movie would be so different if they made it 2023. That movie was made this year. That movie would be so different. So like the first Fast and Furious. I remember the first Fast and Furious has some. It's not like first Fast and Furious. It's different. It's odd. It's that Transformers movie is an odd one. I mean, yeah, first Fast and Furious is cheesy, but it's different. It's a different type of cheese. Like, there's a part in the first Transformers movie where I remember the names because I've seen it recently. Sam and Michaela, Megan Fox's character, they're in Sam's room, like looking for these glasses, and the whole Transformers squad is outside, fucking 20 feet tall, fucking 30-ton robots are fucking outside dancing on the lawn, and we're supposed to pretend their parents don't notice this while they're rummaging around the room looking for fucking glasses. It's like they're making so much noise, fucking massive diesel engine powered fucking. Oh my god. Meanwhile, a motorcycle goes down my street and it wakes me up. And we're supposed to believe we're supposed to believe that's a reasonable thing that can happen. Hey, there's a part where the FBI takes Sam in like an SUV, like they're like driving to a facility or something, and then the robots come and come to save him, the Transformers, and to save this human that's in a car, they fucking rip the roof off of the SUV. Because yeah, there's no chance that it would hurt anyone inside the vehicle ripping the roof off of an SUV. So that's a logical thing to do with a person you need alive inside the vehicle. It is absolutely unhinged, that movie. Calculate. And there's so much product placement too that I forgot about. Like almost everything in that movie is monetized. It's actually, that movie probably made so much fucking money. That movie probably made an ungodly amount of money. Everything in that movie was an ad. You couldn't go more than 10 seconds of product placement. Like, it was absolutely everywhere. I could not understand. That movie is absolutely crazy. Well, I guess it's a movie that's based off of a product, right? So, what do you expect? Wasn't there a Mountain Dew Transformers in one of the movies? Like, it was a vending machine, a Mountain Dew vending machine. Good morning. What's up, PS1? How you doing, man? Or P1S? Penis, okay. Great username. We got any updates on Twitter for the AQ event that was supposed to be out? $50 minutes ago. This week's story update is taking longer than expected. As we finish animating the main cinematic, it will release as soon as possible. That was that was 50 minutes ago. Interesting. The new COD season looks pretty good. They finally made it so you can take your cash at a DMC and save it in between rounds. Not that it really matters because nothing to spend the cash on, but maybe slowly Call of Duty will have something that's kind of like 5% of what Tarkov is. Slowly. Couple years from now, maybe. Is Diablo worth playing for newcomers? Diablo is... If I had to rate Diablo, I give it a 10 out of 10. I very, very much enjoyed playing it. And I'm still going to be playing it. I'm thinking about what I want to do for my next character on that game after getting a 50 on one character. What's up, Taylor? Everything really miss the 2010 era. Man, if I go back. $50 is like 1/4 the max. So you got to get to 100. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get to 50 on one character, then I'm gonna get to 50 on another character, and I'm gonna. Well, no, I'm gonna play more than 50 on my current character, because I still haven't finished the story. So I'm gonna finish the story on my current character because I just have like the last like I'm basically at the last part of the story. I just haven't done like the last like boss. Like I think I just have to like go kill Lilith or whatever's gonna happen there. I don't spoil. I haven't done it yet. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I just have to do that, and then it'll make it so I can do another character without having to do the story on the other character. So then I'm gonna try out other characters, and then whatever character I like the most, that's the one I'm gonna take fully to end game, and then I might do the other characters fully to end game later on down the line if I feel like it. But I think that's the plan. It doesn't take that long to get to 50 on a character, right? It takes like 20-ish hours to get to 50, and maybe a bit longer. So yeah, just do that for a few characters and see which one I like the most. But I like the Diablo grind. It's good. It's like dopamine simulator. Oh yeah, I'm more than 20 hours in, but I think like if you didn't have to do the main story and you're just like hard grinding, like focused on grinding, I think you could probably get the 15, 20-ish hours or less. I feel like that'd be the case, because doing main story stuff is not efficient for XP. The XP you get from actually like doing quests in Diablo is not that. In my experience, it doesn't seem like it's that good. Like it seems like it's just better to farm mobs. I could be wrong about that, but I don't feel like doing quests is that efficient, especially main story quests. There's a lot of like cutscenes you gotta sit through, and a lot of dialogue, and a lot of walking around. Is the plot actually interesting in Diablo? It wasn't that interesting for like the first half of the game, I'd say, but then like once you get more into like, I think the second half of the game is definitely more interesting when you're actually getting closer and closer to the end. I think I'm trying not to like spoil anything, but like once you get closer and closer to the end, like, and you start like grasping more of what was actually what's going on, like, and things start executing on plans that you were setting up for like the first half. I think it actually gets a bit better. But Diablo, you're not playing Diablo for story though. Like you're not playing it for story. Most players like skip story in games like Diablo. Like they fully skip everything. It's like a loot grind simulator. That's why you play, and it's very good at that. It's got a very good gameplay loop. It has a very similar gameplay loop to games like Fallout 4. Like Fallout 4, you go out, you pick up a bunch of stuff, you bring it back to your base, right? Break it down, you upgrade your stuff, go back out, you pick up more stuff. It has like a very similar gameplay loop to that. Of course, it's different, a lot different, but same idea. Very good gameplay loop in my opinion. It's the kind of gameplay loop that you could spend hours and hours and days and weeks and months doing, and you'd still want to do it more, because you know you're always chasing the next upgrade, chasing the next item you need to get, specific item drop, all that stuff. Very good. That and the fact that Diablo just doesn't, I haven't run into any bugs or any issues with the game at all. It's very polished. Extremely polished. It runs very well. And that's, you know, that shouldn't be that shouldn't be a good thing, but that shouldn't be a bonus, but how games come out these days, like, actually crazy how good it is. Frosty has entered Diablo. Speak of the devil. What's the update? We are waiting for the update to come out. Apparently, I got debated into thinking it was out. We should still be playing Diablo right now, to be honest. But we'll hang out and play and wait for the update. I'm a-okay with doing that. AQ World's gameplay. I'm playing right now. Yeah, most people are playing Diablo right now. I would be playing it right now. Jay, you guys looking forward to the Bethesda thing on Sunday? The Xbox. Any games you guys looking forward to? I want to see Starfield, Cyberpunk. I want to see Skate 4. It's not gonna be. I forgot about Skate, to be honest. I forgot they were making Skate. Skyrim 2. When's that Skate game coming out? Fuck, they just like, they showed that and then they're like, all right, we're making it. And then I guess they're making it. So can't wait for Skyrim 2. When it's ready. When it's ready, when it won't be actually ready, but when they'll release it. Anyway. That's what when it's ready means these days. What's the I'm surprised we haven't seen the new COD game. Not that that really matters, because it's just going to be an expansion for the current one, but don't they usually show it around? Oh, no, they usually wait till like August, right? August, September. I swear they like, yeah, it's usually August before they show it. On E3. I feel like we already know what the next COD game is going to be anyway. Avowed is going to be the next Skyrim, right? Obsidian's fantasy game? Avowed? We don't know anything about that. Maybe we'll actually learn something about it at the Microsoft thing on Sunday. Maybe they'll actually show off that game they've been working on for 3 years. Might be interesting. Obsidian works on like way too many things. I remember grinded the Dragon Fable and played 24 hours straight one day in high school. Jesus. I could not do that in my day and age now. 24 hours of Dragon Fable. Wait, what were you doing in Dragon Fable that you played it for 24 hours straight? I want the story behind that one. What the hell was going on there? I've played a little bit of Dragon Fable, but 24 hours straight. Did I already beat Diablo? No, I'm on the very end. I'm at the very last mission of Diablo for the main story. That beating Diablo is not a thing you do, though. You can continue to play Diablo wherever. Diablo doesn't end. But yeah, I'm close to ending the main story. I mean, you could probably get the end game. I think there are people that are maxed out already for the new Diablo game. Like, they're already like max level with the best gear that they can get. The thing about Diablo though is it's gonna update and they're gonna add new things to it. Like, there isn't even fishing in Diablo. There's no fishing. Yeah, knock a point off the review score for that one. No fishing. Gull. The gull of them to not have fishing. Has any Diablo game ever had fishing? Someone reached max level in around 2 days after the launch day of pre-order buyers. Yeah. Yeah, people got max really quick, max level. I feel like Diablo would be the perfect game to have fishing in it. Like it just seems like the type of game that would. That's one thing I kind of wish Diablo had was more skills, like and like armor crafting and stuff would be really cool. But I guess it's just not that kind of game. Just not that type of game, I guess. Would be fun if it did have it though. Real product placement in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. But yeah, Spider-Verse has product placement, but doesn't feel in your face. This is probably towards that Transformers comment. Transformers, oh my god. It was so in your face, it was insane. You forget how in your face it was. Like they could not be more blatant with the product placement. In Spider-Verse, like what, the guy's wearing Nikes? Spider-Man? Which is like a real shoe a real person would be wearing anyway. So it's not even like it sticks out, really. Other than the fact that you don't really see branded shoes and animated stuff very often. What's up, Terrell? How you doing, man? How's Friday going? Weekend, poke. Very much enjoying. I've been outside a lot recently. It's been nice. It has been nice. I'm so happy this games will play in the summer, man. I'm very, very happy about that this year. It seems like almost every year of my life, summer is completely dead for games. There's actually shit to play. Which there should be every year. I don't know why devs never release their games in summer, but having like big, good games to play is... I'm very happy. Very, very happy. I'm such a nerd. I swapped the ringtone on my phone to the Cyberpunk one. I didn't even know you could do that. I forgot you could swap ringtones on phones. Street Fighter 6 has been so good. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get Street Fighter 6, but I've been buying way too many games, man. I bought like Zelda, I bought Diablo. I need to chill. I'm gonna be pre-ordering fucking Starfield on Sunday. I'm gonna be buying the DLC for like I'm gonna be, you know, bank account's gonna be looking a little light. Fucking spend $500 on video games. I think it leaked today that Starfield's gonna have like a premium edition, kind of like how Fallout 4 did, that comes with the DLC. So that's like what, 130 Canadian dollars or more, 140 Canadian dollars out of my bank account. Twitch Prime. You can connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. Give me money to buy Starfield. I'm kidding. You don't have to do that. What's up? Not much. Starfield and Phantom Liberty getting pre-ordered on Sunday. Yep, same. Pre-ordering Phantom Liberty and Starfield on Sunday. You know what's cool though? I own Cyberpunk on the Epic Games Store, and there's a coupon going on right now in the Epic Games Store. I'm gonna get like $10 off the Phantom Liberty DLC. Easy. Epic Games, the fuck? Epic Games Store is good. I don't care what anyone says. Do you know if you buy shit on the Epic Games Store, they give you let me show you. You get like fucking 5% of the shit you spend on Epic back to spend on the next thing. And you can use creator code CoreyX on checkout. The Epic Game Store is consistently cheaper than any other platform on PC. Consistently. Without a doubt. Am I leaking anything by showing? Oh. See? You get 5% back whenever you spend anything on Epic. That's a new thing they added really recently. Isn't gonna leak anything. That's my PayPal email. It's fine. It's public. Yeah. And Epic always feels like I have it. They always have there's almost always a coupon going on Epic. 25% off anything over $20 right now until June 15th. And you get the $2 back too that you can spend on the next thing you buy that will stay on your account. And on top of that, you can enter a creator code that gives 5% to like a random creator. Like almost everyone you watch online has one of these. Like you can probably type in any like YouTube, Twitch channel that you know about. They probably have one. Like even like I know Summit has one even. Like that'll give 5% to the creator as well. It's not bad. You're not like this version of Dead Island is probably the cheapest you can possibly get it anywhere on PC, even like the third-party key sellers. EGS. No mods though. What do you mean? You can mod the Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas modders are a different breed. They fixed that real quick. They already fixed it. And 90% of PC games you don't mod anyway. The only PC games you mod is like what Cyberpunk mods work fine on EGS. I play Cyberpunk modded with Epic Games. And they fixed the Fallout New Vegas thing. If you got Fallout New Vegas for completely free with all the DLC on Epic Games, completely free, you can mod it. You just have to install a separate mod that makes it so you can mod it. Just one extra mod to install, which isn't not a big deal. Took me a minute to realize you're on an EQ. Is there an update or something? There's supposed to be an update. Anytime, any minute. Any minute now. Okay, if the game is the same price on Steam as it is on Epic, and there's no sale on Epic though, I'm gonna buy it on Steam. I do think Steam is a bit better than Epic. But I don't think Epic is as bad as people say it is online everywhere. And that's not just because I have a creator code. CoreyX at checkout. Korey, same as the Twitch channel. It's not just because that. Like, it's actually not that bad. I bought a few games on there, and I've never had a bad experience with them. What was the update? I think you typed that wrong. Give us Battlefront 3, please. Aren't they not making Battlefront 3? Apparently 2 is really good after the update and everything, but I didn't play it. I hear good things about Battlefront 2. But aren't they like not making 3? Like the team and stuff is like not working on that. They're working on other shit now. You know what I want? I want the Star Wars related. I want the remakes of fucking what's the game? Knights of the Old Republic. The RPG. KOTOR? Those games with like 2023 graphics would be sick, and like some gameplay improvements and stuff. Oh my god. Imagine that. Or even a KOTOR 3, man. Like make a third game. That'd be sick. I doubt they'll do that though. I think there was a plan to do that, but it got like canceled. Oh, do you guys see the Vampire Bloodlines devs tweeted? Like the project is. You guys see that? This shit? I follow them on Twitter, that's why I know, because I was excited for it. I'm no longer excited for it. And people watching a stream probably don't even know what Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is at this point, but because the game came out in like 2004, the first one. It's a very good game if you've never played the game from 2004. There's 32,000 people. I follow 4 people out of the 32,000 that follow this game. Twitter. They deleted all their other tweets. Or did they? No. Twitter's weird. They deleted every tweet on their Twitter account except for like these 3. And they say in September there's gonna be a big announcement. They've gone through like I think 2 different dev teams on this game so far. And that the first game was made by Troika, which were largely a lot of the devs that work at Obsidian now. That's who made the first Vampire Masquerade game. Iconic RPG. It's an iconic game because those devs worked on it. Those devs are not working on the sequel at all. They actually had one of the devs, like they had a Chris Avalone, I think, one of the Obsidian devs who didn't work on the first one but worked at Obsidian, working on it, but they fired him when those like fake allegations came out that are proven fake now against them. So they took a massive L on that one, trying to be well, I'm not gonna get into that, but they took a massive L losing that dev, and they've lost a dev team or 2 now since then. So this game is doomed. But yeah, play the first one. It's on Steam. It's goes on sale for like 10 bucks. Very good, the first one. Very good RPG. Got some of the coolest atmosphere in any game I've ever played. Banger music. And it's a very early 2000s game too, if you want to take like a time travel back to the early 2000s. Anywho. What you guys been up to? Chat? I need something to talk about. Topics? When's the update coming out? We want to talk about that? No? Sneak peek at Sunday's Zero AC login gifts. Is the pet a gift or is that a house item? Oh, it's a house item. Ah, that's kind of cute. Secura pedals and stuff. Those little wand things are pretty lame, but pet, the house item, that's something at least. That's probably not the father talking, right? Okay, hiccups. This weekend's new main story update is in final testing. Woohoo! Finally. Finally, it looks like we're gonna get the update finally soon. It was 9 minutes ago, so see how much longer that takes. G Fuel X Genshin Impact. Interesting. Have you guys like tried G Fuel? I've never tried any of that. I have never tried any of those like gamer supplement energy drink things. Must not be a real gamer. Contemplating getting back into Neverwinter or Lost Ark. I need a grinding RPG to commit to. Wait, why would you not play Diablo instead of Lost Ark? I did not like Lost Ark that much. Any good drops for the update? We haven't played the update yet. We're waiting. Usually I would start the stream when the update comes out, but I was told the update was out, so I started. It's a little scuffed today. Sorry. We're waiting for update. We're waiting for server shutdown, basically. Just chilling, you know? Yeah, why would you not play Diablo instead of Lost Ark? I mean, I guess Diablo costs money, but... And Lost Ark is... I did not enjoy the end game in Lost Ark at all. It was extreme, not pretty lame, it was extremely lame, the end game. The end game for Lost Ark is just designed to like suck money out of you. It's like the opposite of a game. It's like a mobile game. It's like playing Clash of Clans, playing Lost Ark. Like sure, you can progress in the game if you want to, but it's gonna cost money. Or you can wait 10 hours. Just wait 10 hours and you can progress a little bit. Then wait another 15 hours. I've dropped 80 on Diablo. And as soon as Ratchet and Clank comes out, I'm dropping it. Isn't Ratchet and Clank like an 8-hour game? You can drop it for a whole 8 hours. Isn't that Ratchet and Clank PS5 game like super short? How long to be Ratchet Clank ripped apart? Yeah, 10 hours. Ignoring most collectibles, side quests, or rebel agent difficulty. If you choose to find collectibles and complete most of the side quests, 12 hours. I think I'd buy Diablo over Ratchet and Clank. I feel like Ratchet and Clank's like one of those games that you wait for it to go on sale for like half off or something. Oh, you're replaying the whole Ratchet and Clank series? What, all of them? The PSP game? Wait. Catch up on Ratchet and Clank's like catching up on Kingdom Hearts. Oh, you have them all? You even have the PSP one? Or do you have a working PSP? I kind of wish I kept my PSP. I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't be doing anything with it, but I kind of wish I just had it. I had the version 2 white PSP. Very sick. It look really clean. I don't know why I got a white PSP. It was the only like PSP they had at the store when I went to get it. I saved up money to get a PSP, And when I went to the store, they only had a white one, so I got the white one. I was always kind of jealous of the people that had the red one or the black one, black PSP. It would have been sick, the Hannah Montana PSP. Have you seen that one, the purple one? That would have been clean. The best of both worlds with that one, huh? I can't believe I just made a Hannah Montana reference on my stream. Alright, I can't believe they made a Hannah Montana PSP. That's just... It actually looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a clean purple. That's a clean purple. Wait, does it have glitter? Oh, never mind. It has glitter on it. What the hell? What's the back of it look like? Oh my lord. Okay, the back of that looks awful. If it had no... Oh yeah, it's like glue. Okay, never mind. It's funny they made... it's very of its era. Speaking of which, have you seen the new Joy-Con? The new Joy-Con looks sick. Speaking of portable pink items. There's like new like pastel Joy-Con for your Switch. But you can't get pink for both sides. Or you can't get like pink and purple for both sides. Like it has to be like pink and blue or green and purple or some shit. Like can't get a good mix. I had a black one and a silver one. Wait, they made a silver PSP? I had a white one. Silver PSP. Oh shit, they did. I don't think I've ever seen a silver. Wait, maybe I had the silver one. Wait, did they make a white one or did... White? Am I misremembering? Did I have a silver one? Oh no, I had the white one. Yeah. Silver one looks clean. I don't think I've ever seen a silver one. Oh wait, no wait, is the silver one the white one? Looking at both. Okay, it's not no. It's like darker. It'd be cool if it'd be cool. You think Sony's gonna make a new place, like a new portable? Like a PlayStation PSP? Like a Switch type deal? They should, shouldn't they? Wouldn't that be sick? Like Sony makes good hardware usually. And the Switch is alright, but I think Sony could but they didn't support the last one at all, right? Like the last one was pretty decent. They didn't support it. They got a bad track record. The last one. And the PSP was good, but the PSP what was it called? It was cool. I wanted one, but I didn't get it because it was too expensive at the time. Vita, yeah. The Vita was sick. It had like an OLED screen. It had like a touchpad on the back, right? It had an OLED screen. It had two thumbsticks. The Vita was sick, but it was expensive, right? Because of the OLED and touchscreen. Because of I think it being too expensive is what. Because I would have bought one if it was cheaper. Back in the day. Maybe they should have had a cheaper model of it, and it would have helped the adoption rate of it. I think if Sony made a new one, they wouldn't make that same mistake again. The good old Apple VR headset mistake. $3,500, anyone? Chat, you guys have $3,500, right? For a VR headset? A used car? Nah, dog. I want some alternate reality Apple device that can't play Half-Life Alyx. That's what I want to spend my money on. A Honda Civic? An Accord? A Camry? Nah, dog. I'm good. Just pre-ordered 5? Yeah, I got your whole family one. And Jeff Bezos over here. Apple is at, you know, people are gonna buy it too. I guarantee you that $3,500 headset is going to be sold out the day it comes out. Probably in part because they're not gonna make too many of them because it's $3,500. But it's gonna sell out, right? Probably just the amount of YouTube channels that want to buy it to make a video about it would sell it out by itself. Just because there's interest in it from people because it's a new Apple product. Batches. I love when Tim Apple releases a new product. I need to consume. I need to buy product. Product good. You buy. It's funny, people have like Apple credit cards and stuff now, right? Like Apple's like actually like, isn't there an Apple like bank? Don't people have like Apple bank accounts? That's probably not available in Canada. They're taking over. Apple overlords. I have the Apple card. It's nice. Wait, is it like an actual bank account like thing? Or is it just a card? The card goes through like a different bank, right? Like it goes through like a standard bank, right? Like it's just an Apple branded thing. Kind of like you get like a Walmart branded thing, but it's not like a Walmart credit card, but it's actually just some, yeah, it's like Wells Fargo, yeah. That's fine, honestly. It's got good rates, right? Made of titanium. Oh, it's an actual physical card they give you? That's cool. Yeah, I'll be paying with my Apple card. My credit card. I wonder if Apple is gonna get back in the console game, the video game console game. They added this cool thing on Mac that lets you play PC games through like an emulation, not an emulation layer, but like a, I don't, I'm not a technical guy, but it seemed pretty cool. So they care about gaming a little bit on their PC. Holy fuck. Chat, look at this tweet. This is COD related, but this is fucking hilarious. So it's on my phone. Why is it not my like tweets? Why are my like tweets not updated? Why are my like tweets not updated on PC? Hello? I just like something on my phone. Update it. Fuck. Anywho. The name of one of the new operators in Call of Duty is interesting. One of the new characters in that game has an interesting name. How is that new Fast and Furious movie already on Blu-ray? Like, isn't that movie still in the theaters? Be verified to access them quicker. Too poor for that. I'm too poor to buy Twitter Blue. Twitter Blue. I bought Twitter Blue for like 2 months. That shit was not worth it. It was not. You're just throwing money away for a blue symbol next to your name. There's like no benefit to actually having it. It's like the worst subscription plan known to man. I'd rather buy a Call of Duty microtransaction. Can't wait for the new Fast X. See them race throughout the galaxy. They already went to space, right? They took a Pontiac Fiero to space because that's aren't Pontiac Fieros like relatively rare? You ruin one for that? I can't remember the last time I've seen a Pontiac Fiero in real life. I feel like not very many of those got made. Chat, don't look at my liked tweets. There definitely isn't cultured art in my liked tweets on Twitter. Isn't Twitter going to make it so you can private your liked tweets? I hope they don't. I love that everyone has public liked tweets on Twitter. Because then you can see someone that says some dumb shit on Twitter and you can look at their liked tweets. I hope they never remove that. I hope we can forever see people's those likes. Oh, here we go. It finally updated. Hey, chat, look, this is the new character coming to Call of Duty in the new update. That's a good name for the character. Just don't read it backwards. So, yeah. Hey, they're doing a boys crossover, right? The Boys, if you've seen that on Amazon, The Boys. So they're doing a crossover with that, so maybe that's part of the crossover. Ain't no way. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, all right. Interesting. At the end of Transformers, they tease the next one. Are there like Transformers fans that actually care about the films? That's a concept to me. They're merging G.I. Joe and Transformers. Oh yeah, Hasbro owns both of those, right? Like they're both toys. They're both toys. The IPs both come from toys. That's interesting. I guess that works, right? Because there's usually always military guys around the Transformers anyway. Those movies. I just could not understand someone like actually being a Transformers fan. Like I get watching the movies, but they're cars that transform. Like I can get being like a car person and liking them for that reason or whatever, right? Like, oh, look at that Transformers, like a Camaro, like, oh, that's sick. Or look at that one, it's a Corvette. But I don't get people that are actually, I don't get. They are super powerful alien robots that are at war. Most of the Transformers fans are in their 30s. Probably, yeah. Grew up with it. I mean, if they're in their 30s now, they were in their 20s when the first Michael Bay film came out. Okay, I get why there'd be Transformers fans in general, but like the Michael Bay films, like the current arc is, okay, everyone's a fan of that. A very odd thing. I can see being like liking like the anime show and like, or have they made comic books for Transformers? They probably have, right? I get liking all that junk, but those Michael Bay films are tough. Those are rough. They get rough for everyone. Actually looking forward to the new like summer stuff they're adding to AQ. That stuff actually looks very good. Looking forward to it. Whenever they decide that it's gonna get added. Face in this armor. Will I switch to Diablo after update? Yes. And I'll probably finish the story tonight. Or I don't know. I don't know what I'll be doing. Maybe we'll do story. It depends on how late it is. Whenever the AQ update comes out. Actually, oh, I don't know if I gotta record AQ video. I want to do a video for AQ. Actually, I'm gonna do the AQ videos tomorrow. So yeah, the answer's that yes. So like, yeah, we'll be doing Diablo 4 after. You know what's cool? Two of the biggest animated movies, or two of the biggest movies in general this year, are both animated. I phrase that better. Which means we might actually get more animated movies that are good, potentially. Potentially. Maybe. Probably not. But it's probably not an indication of anything. If anything, they'll probably just pump up some really garbage ones because a couple actual good anime movies got made. So that is probably more realistically what's going to happen. That bagel really hits the spot. It's been a long time since I had a bagel. Bagel? I used to eat bagels a lot. Speaking of Transformers, the new Fortnite season has Optimus Prime in it. Yogos. You guys remember Yogos? The Kellogg's yogurt thing? Those are actually good. Man, I love getting candy in my lunch for school. You guys going down like a snack aisle or like a it's all candy. It's probably all candy when I was a kid too, right? But I love getting candy in my lunchbox. Let's go. I still eat Gushers from time to time. Those things are very good. Very good. Everything bagel sandwich slaps. Some turkey, cheese, and everything bagel toasted. Make me hungry. AMD Radeon 7800 to cost same as the 6800, 16 gigs of VRAM and faster than the 4070. Holy. Available May 25th. Oh, it's a 7600. I feel like the only good GPU this generation is the 4090. That thing's like $2,000. Such a dog shit GPU generation. I don't need to upgrade. I looked at like benchmarks with 3080 compared to like the 4070 Ti and like 4080 and stuff, and I don't need to upgrade. But it's not even that big of a difference. 4090 would be like the only actual upgrade. Such a bad generation of GPUs. First legendary is, oh, you got your first legendary? Yeah, but once you get your first one though, you're gonna start getting them. So just be happy you got your first one now. Now they're gonna start popping up like crazy. Like that's how it was for me. Not crazy, but you know, they're still legendaries, but you'll start consistently getting them more often now as you get higher and higher levels. I think my first legendary was pretty trash too. It was like a stat upgrade, but the actual legendary perk didn't do anything. Now I'm at the point in the game where I keep legendaries even if I get stat upgrades. Just because the legendary perks make such a big difference later on in Diablo. Man, I should have played Diablo longer and we should have waited for the AQ update. This is awful. If I hop on the AQ after not playing for years, what would there be for me to do? You can grind forge enhancements. Best of luck with that. They released one class a year. So depending on how many years it's been since you played, you got one of those per year. If you didn't have a 50% damage boost before, they're easier to get now with the ultra bosses. And if you know Poly Roger, you should get that in September coming up. That's about all I can think of. I should probably play Darken Saga. Darken Saga would be a good playthrough if you're looking for story content in AQ Worlds. That's some of the better story content they've had in a while. Although they're continuing Darken Saga 2. Like they're kind of stretching it out now, to be honest. Like they should have let it be, to be honest. I'm kind of actually not too happy that they're continuing it. But the first part of it's good. The first part of it is good for what it is. Wait, they made changes to Frost Spirit Reaver. Hello. Let me pull it up. Jamie, pull it up. Was it Class Council? Class Council. It's on the Class Council Twitter. Is it sign? Where? I saw a Reddit post about it. Where is it? Wait, how does the Reddit have information? Isn't on the sign notes or Twitter? Four hours ago. What? Several changes have been made to the class stronger and smoother play. Notable, all damage is now magical, and synchronizing now affects your crit stats instead of magical damage. Now a tier 2 class. With the amount of difficulty it takes to obtain Frost Spirit Reaver when compared to other winter themed classes such as Cryo and Glacial Berserker, it didn't make sense to keep Frost Spirit Reaver's performance around the same level. Therefore, Frost Spirit Reaver now requires a Frost Sigil. First Bolt enables Ice Dungeon Shop. Okay. Mana regen no longer recovers extra MP in addition to the mana gained when using Frost Spirit Reaver. 30. Server shutdown! Woohoo! 8 minutes. Alright, Spear Freeze. Now deals weapon damage instead of weapon DPS. Skill can now crit. Wait, do I have Frost Spirit Reaver? So they updated it. Even though the information is nowhere I can find other than on that Reddit post. I do. But see if it's updated in game. Spirit Banishment. Spirit Devastation. No, it's not updated. The devastation lasts for 6 seconds with the update. Oh wait, no. Defense debuff 15% to 30. It says 30 here, incoming damage. Wait, is it updated? Might have got updated. Alright, we got the server shutdowns happening. Finally getting the update. It's 5 minutes. Finally. Bored sitting here doing nothing. It's a main story update, so should be something to do in the update, hopefully. You would hope. Performance. So someone on Reddit asking about this. Such a good cape. Master Marauder added you to as their friend. Wait, you can have non-consensual friends on Xbox? Just friended me on Xbox. Chat, when do you guys friend me on Xbox? How do you guys even know my Xbox fucking gamer tag? I was just unconsensually added it to someone's friends list. I did not agree to this. This is not right. This is not right. Update. So if Frost Spirit Reaver actually gets updated, so it's gonna be good. I can't remember. We'll give it a try later. Usually when they update classes that were pretty not great before, they usually don't even get that much better. They do such a minimal buff that it usually doesn't do anything. We'll see though. Okay, you guys excited for the update? The EQ Worlds update? Man, I can't wait. Nah, to be honest. Battle Bet coming out June 15th. But the actual release date, June 15th. On a test. I can't participate in Battle Bet tests. They happen at like 6 a.m. my time. Sick. 15th, eh? Battle Bet's, from what I played, was pretty good. Don't know how long that game's gonna last or anything, but should be alright if it does keep updating it and stuff. Also, I don't know if anyone would ever say, but I think that game needs less players per match. When I played it, at least, I think we were like 200 player servers or something like that. Update. I think it could use less. Like, there are way too many people. Like, anywhere that someone could get shot, there were people getting shot there at all moments in the match. It was actually insane. Like, any choke points a gunfight could happen in, there was one happening. And the maps are massive, too. It was... Which might be the appeal of the game to some people, but I would kind of like it to be slowed down a little bit from that. Maybe like 75 player teams, something instead of 100 player teams. A little bit more focus. Sephiroth's back! Let's go. That's the biggest W of today's update. Biggest W for today's update is Sephiroth is back. Sephiroth server. Oh. I feel like I'm taking too much time, that I'm not getting to the bottom of the base, the voice, the missing out was fast enough. I skipped last week's release, so I hope this makes sense. I could push myself to the limit and use my powers, but there could be side effects. Consequences. Old World's order are breathing down my neck. From what you mentioned about the entities, I wonder if the 3 threats are traps in of themselves. They're putting you in situations where it seems best to manipulate time. But it'll give the Old World's order an opportunity to punish you for irresponsible use of those powers. Yeah, then again, what if this isn't the case? The voice exists, so these are real threats. What if I... Don't worry. You're doing the best you can. Take your time. Caution is smart. Slow and steady means less stumbling. You'll make it through. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. You'll find us. I'll be waiting. Thanks, Huh? Are you... Yeah, this makes perfect sense. This cutscene. Ah, where am I? Welcome back to the land of the living. Did you enjoy your micro nap? You leaned against the wall and nodded off while a song was starting an orientation speech about the Twilightzone. Don't sweat it, I'll give you a rundown later. This place was getting to me too. I think I had a dream about the elf who wrote those journal entries. Hola. Oh yeah. Something like that. My, oh my, the stress and hallucinations must be getting to you if you have been having odd dreams. Don't fret over nightmares and help yourself to a warm drink in my old office. Twilightzone. 1 floor down from the Sunlight Zone is the perfect place for it. This is where I work, the medical division's lab and patient ward. Magic can't heal all elements, but some don't have the same access to aid like others do. Little by little, we're filling in those gaps, and something we're really proud of. I know you like to stomp around and turn over anything that isn't nailed to the floor, but watch yourself. Keep quiet, don't disturb the doctors or patients. And I'll re-emphasize this. Do not brighten the lights. The lower we descend, the more dangerous the wildlife will be. They are attracted to flashing lights. Oh dear. What's that? Another attack. Not in this case, though hallucinations do increase in severity the deeper you travel. Where we travel? You see, the water pressure is the midnight and abyssal zones. The midnight and abyssal zones are extremely high. Regular humans like you and me get crushed to smithereens outside of Undyne. This problem seems to have spread to the upper floors. We may need to move the patients. Can water pressure suddenly spike like that? That doesn't sound natural. Exactly, this is a dangerous anomaly, and we're currently looking into it. May have to do with Cthulhu. Sea base Beyerdynamic is strong enough to withstand this rising pressure so far. Let me handle this for the time being. Go see the champions first. Again, my apologies for being unable to meet you in person, but I can't leave the trench observation deck unsupervised. Soon, we will have a proper talk under a secure video channel. Until then, feel free to explore the labs. What about the door down the hall? That leads to the Midnight Zone, where the Defense Division labs and Sparagmar, Sparagmars are, what is that word, man? We're conducting tests at the moment, so it's too dangerous for visitors to check out yet. So it's too dangerous, okay. I'm sure those tests will buy you ample time to hide anything questionable. Sure, that's a thought that makes sense, but do you have to bring that up right in their face? Since Dr. Mustama has an invitation, I can grant him clearance to visit the Defense Division. Sadly, it would have to be on his own. Only the Queen can give clearance to guests without invitations. Good, I have no reason to linger in the medical labs. Take me. Wait, just a second, no. You can't just say you're suspicious, then walk in there alone. About them and then walk in there alone. You're insinuating that I can't handle myself, or you suspect me. You must know the consequences of assuming that you can give me orders. I'm not ordering you to do anything. I'm asking you for a favor back. For all the surprises and the birthdays, can I have that? Just that. One favor back. I will continue to be in your care so long as my patience permits. For all doing better, I can begin the tour. We push. What is Sparagmos maintenance a little later? Join you. Your fear of surgical. Bring that up every time I start a shift. Don't worry about me. This place is different. There's so much headcanon that's not being explained by the writer here that's crazy about these characters. This place is different from the deception and taxidermy tables. What's it? Oh my god, great. I'm used to. We're healing people and doing good. See? Our little moth has a stronger stomach than most of the researchers. If you excuse me, I'll be borrowing song of whatever that is maintenance. Indradeep and Faye woke up early to see the champions first. Say hi to them for me. Remember to take a break, Song. You haven't had a chance to sleep for days. I don't desert. Our team needs me to lead them. That's right. Go team. Take care, all. We're in this together, working for the greater good. They talked a lot about something in that cutscene, and I'm sure it matters to some extent about something, but Jesus. Alright. Okay, we gotta bag some stuff. So. I played this game since I was a kid and just started again. What easy is such fast class to get easy slash fast to get class should I get? Pretty bad. It's weird. Oh, fast and easy to get. Good class, huh? That's contradicting yourself as far as the game philosophy goes there. Um, Lightcaster. I don't know. I don't know what fast, easy, good class to get is. I don't know what the meta for starting out is these days. I'm a little out of the loop. I honestly do not pay attention to the meta in this game at all in the slightest anymore. It's got so convoluted and it changes so often now. Vampire. What's that one class? The vampire class? AP is good though. That suggestion's a good suggestion. AP probably isn't too difficult to get. Blood Sorceress. If you're like fresh and you don't have any classes, Blood Sorceress could be good. Stone Crusher. Lord of Order. Working towards one of the base Legion classes that cost tokens. So you can do Revenant in the future would probably be a good plan. The list goes on and on. Lord of Order is hard to get if you don't know the story done. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to Lord of Order, to be honest, because I have the paid version of it. Talk to Caesar. Salmon exposed stone. Help me. Let's not worrying at all. Where's the other stone? Aww. I only got 2 out of 4. Where's the other stuff? There it is. Found it. Cool cape. As far as large capes go. How is this vessel getting monsters inside of it, but still watertight? Like large monsters. I don't understand. Last boss is bugged. Can't even leave the room after entering. Oh, fun. I like how you guys are at the last boss already, but because I actually read the cutscene. Like on the 3rd quest. Morning stretches. Talk to Explore Labs. Gotta relog. It's 60 in the room. average AQ Worlds bug right there. Oh, we got a little button at the top. Oh, they might have fixed it. They may have fixed it. Oh, I take it from Archmage? 20 hours straight of actual farming. 20 hours. Actually longer than that, because I already had some of the story elements complete for it. I think I had to do a little bit of the story in that 20 hours that I didn't have like some catch up to do, but I had mainly all the story you needed done for it already. So the 20 hours was just the farming stuff. Kind of slow. Yeah, it takes a while to get Archmage, just for sure. Good class though. I like it. I like the class. Can't buy with ACs. No, all the new classes you can't buy for AC. They stopped selling class for AC quite a while ago. Only class you can buy for AC are the 6K AC calendar classes that they sell in-game now. And older ones, of course, like the ones they used to sell, but... Yeah, it would be nice if you could buy for AC, right? Would be really nice. Save you a lot of time. Damn, that's a sick set. Damn, homie's all blacked out with the fucking armor. Holy. How long is the Archmage farm? It's probably like 36 hours total, something like that. If you include all the story stuff. Okay, that might be a little bit of a stretch on 36 hours, probably 30 hours total. Maybe less. It depends on the story stuff, and the reason it took me 20 hours is I didn't do the Blinding Light of Destiny farm, and you have to do a portion of that farm to do Archmage. So it's a hassle. You know what's funny? The hairstyle that's equipped on my character, I farmed Blinding Light of Destiny just to get this hairstyle. Stop treating me like a rampaging elephant. I only stood up to greet them. I know what happened to my daughter. Wasn't Korey's fault. Yolgar. Sir, I understand that Arya was looking forward to seeing her friends today. Why don't you come with me over to the side of the room? Let me show you how to prepare Arya's medicine. It's easier for her body to absorb if we dissolve it in water. Finally, we've caught up. I visited the inn after the mana crisis subsided, but you weren't home. Happy to have you here. I was worried that you were also injured having to deal with Malgor. How come the queen didn't ask you to join us? I was surprised that you were missing when I was even invited. You deserve to be here, Abel. You're a hero too. Haha. I don't know about that. Abel, your symptoms are still so severe. You shouldn't be moving around so much. Yeah, you're making me jealous here. Oh, I didn't mean to make you feel. I'm so sorry. Nah, that was just some dark humor to get us through the day. I know what that's like. How old is this character? Is this character like 12? I I don't get this character at all. By the way, hi, I'm Tara. I was looking forward to meeting you and the other champions. But it looks like we missed the Arctics and Galanoth. Where did they go? Yeah, they did. Yeah, why did they leave so abruptly? I just saw them yesterday and they seemed adamant about staying to help the base. Isul brought them a letter and they had to leave in a hurry. I'll miss Arctics piggybacking me during the jogs, but we're not hurting for protection. Nah, you spot on. I remember Blazebinder was best farmer in class and you had to farm the boss for rep. Good old days. Now we have Korey and Tara. Are you a champion too? Getting a closer look at Miss Tara, the weight of her aura is the same as the champion's, but the element is unfamiliar. Voice came through the flower. Are you Lady Terrain? What are these names, man? Terrain. Oh, okay, terrain like, okay, Jesus Christ. Of course, alright, the same, dear friend. Thank you for coming to visit Arya. I owe the Queendom of Swordhaven much for healing my champion. I could only watch her suffer. Why are you a pot? I couldn't do anything at all. You can't do anything at all. Though it was necessary, I overstepped my jurisdiction by attempting to access the time stream. The repercussions are severe, meant to permanently scar my being. Arya took them in my place. It has been centuries since I felt this powerless. Voidstar must feel the same guilt. No one should be guilty over anything. Saving the world is a champion's responsibility. Besides, you have more important things to worry about, like those voices from the core. Voices? Could you tell us what you heard? I wish we could have had a chance to speak sooner, but the moment the mana crisis subsided, terribly unsettling voices called to us from the mana core through its connection to our plane. The avatars, 8 we recognize in a newborn anomaly. Such an existence defies order. War has finally achieved peace, again, only after it was nearly shattered by the troubles of the divine. I beseech you all to withdraw to your planes. Do not allow the tampering of the time stream or mana core. We do not continue our mistakes and force the innocent to suffer the consequences. Beseeching, no, this is an edict. If you don't want to end up like the empty ice cube over there, watch yourselves. Because we definitely are. Not these bozos. Who were they? Who invaded our realm? Has the audacity to threaten us? And so, wait. Did you sense it? Their voices feel nostalgic. Nostalgic? Those voices are not familiar to me at all. Regardless, their words are heavy with power, a might that dwarfs ours. None of us were able to take any action the moment they began to speak. Save for Voidstar, our brother fled back to his plane. He has been skittish ever since the mana crisis, but I won't fault him for him. How curious. Thoughts are scattered and I'm finding trouble holding my form. In your mind, is your mind so scattered that you don't register how we were just insulted? And they know that Kanos, and they know about Kanos's condition. What happened to him? Must be kept secret. Jesus, how much fucking dialogue is there? This envoy has agreed. There's so much bullshit. Doesn't matter at all. Who cares dialogue in these cutscenes? Like, can I just throw this in like a lore text somewhere in a book? This envoy has agreed to keep that secret to avoid widespread panic. Like, imagine you're playing like Diablo, like a recent game I've played, and you get into a cutscene and they just start fucking just spewing out random nonsense lore that doesn't even matter at all to anyone. Instead of just watching like a cool cutscene. His envoy has agreed to keep this and like just keep the secret to avoid widespread panic. But Nessa, all this fear and fury isn't over the state of our brother, is it? Silence, Chaos. It's not your brother. I wish I kept the skip button here because I'd click it. I would click it right now. I'm over it. I'm over it. Whatever. Who cares? Yep. Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Cthulhu shows up. Yep. Oh, we're doing magic now. Oh, the ship's breaking. I one hit killed the guy because I'm just that good. There's people on the monitor. They're AI now. They got cyber fucked. Arasaka got him. Alright, cool. Jesus Christ. Fucking cutscenes. Leviathan fought. Alright, good. Oh, there's merch shops. Okay. Oh, sick. The Cthulhu weapons.
After seeing those animation, I understand the 2 hours delay.
Yeah, man. Whole ass Pixar movie. Alright. I mean, it was a long cutscene. It probably did take a while to write all the put all the text into it. Just copy and pasting all that text probably took quite some time. Some cool house items in here. Monitors and stuff. Little painting. Not too bad. Oh, those are nice. We just want to return to Diablo. Not wrong. Can you hear me? Are the voice? Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna spam next year. I'm not gonna skip it, but so we see like what happens. But I'm not reading this. I'm over reading these cutscenes. These cutscenes are there's way too much nonsense in these that is just wasting people's time. All right, good. Short amount of nonsense in that one. They kept that one brief. Good. If they want people to actually read the cutscenes in this game, they need to make them so they're actually like to the point, interesting, things happen, progresses dialogue, not random mumbling about whatever they talk about in these cutscenes. The undying gods of ethereal realms not known to man. They are the beings in space that control all of chaos and mankind. The harbingers of lore. As many big words as I can conjure up. I read a whole novel, and these are the creatures that lord over the realm. You must know of these creatures that control all of the world. Holy fuck, who cares? Please. Please, the writing, God. I think it was Josh that said the only good writing on AE games were the 8 years of old puns. Yeah, that Josh Strife video is actually so good if you guys haven't seen that. About AQ Worlds. He's spot on about it in that video. I don't read any cutscenes anymore. I do the quest just to kill the boss. AE trying to be Final Fantasy. Yeah, they want to be Final Fantasy so bad, man. I just can't stand when, like, I'm okay with lore and stuff in game, but like trying to put all that like lore and bullshit in the cutscene is just unneeded. It's not what a cutscene's about. Have that in the character dialogue when you click on them and stuff. For the people that care. Because I guarantee you 90% of the people looking at those cutscenes do not care. Is a 550 watt power supply enough for a Ryzen 7 5800 and a 6700 XT? No, you should get a better PSU. The 6700 XT there is going to want a you need to upgrade. Yepper, upgrade time, power supply upgrade. And if you're getting a new power supply, there's charts that tell you there's tiers of power supplies. And there's charts, so like look up the power. I don't know exactly what it's called. It's on some kind of forum, but it's just like it's not a power supply tiers. Cultist network, is this it? Tier list? Yeah, this might be it. Speculative position, low priority units. Yeah, this list seems pretty good. I know it was on the LTT, the Alliance Tech Tips forums for a while, but this might be the same thing. So look up like a good because their power supplies, they can have good reviews and everything on like Amazon or wherever you buy them, but they can still be pretty bad. I want to look up, make sure you're getting a good one. You want to like a tier A or tier B, or even tier C ones are usually good, but definitely don't go with just any random one. You're getting a power supply. EVGA makes good ones, and so there's usually, but even if a brand is known for making good power supplies, some of theirs can be a lower tier. So is there no drops on the guy? No boss drops. Lore has to be the same level as gameplay. I won't read Lord of the Rings lore, so I can play the Golem game. Yeah. That Golem game looks so bad. That, you know what that Golem game reminds me of? It reminds me of the games we used to get in like the PS2 era, right? Where it's a tie-in game and it's just like the worst like dog shit you can put together. That's what that Golem game reminds me of. It's kind of nostalgic. Looking at the gameplay of that, it's like one of those like movie tie-in games from the PS2 era. Go for a 750 watt with gold or higher quality. 800. The gold quality doesn't actually mean that doesn't indicate quality. You need to look at like an actual place where people know what they're talking about for power supplies when you're picking one. Gold is just an efficiency rating. The components in the actual thing can still be not the best. I'd honestly go for 850 minimum if you're buying a new power supply, just so you can keep the power supply for the next upgrade, because all the high-end GPUs now require like 850 watt minimum now. So I would go for that. Wow, that's awful. I played AQ. What's up, Salty? In a while. What do you think about the game right now? The game right now, not in the best spot, to be honest. I have to be 100% honest with you. The thing about AQ is there's a new version coming out that's made in the Unity game engine for mobile, like cross-platform mobile. It's gonna be on Steam. And we're kind of like we've been in a transition period for years now. And it's hurt this game, and yeah. That, and you have artists leaving and stuff like that isn't helping the game at all. They lost their best artist. Stuff like that doesn't help. Every update, I feel more and more about Kotaro leaving. I talked to him about it. I'm happy. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. They weren't gonna pay him at all. Carries the game. They don't love him back, you know? Completely understandable. Completely understandable. The thing about losing an artist, though, is it doesn't just hurt to lose that artist, because when you see that, when there's good art being made by an artist, it inspires the other artists that are also working on the game. I'm not saying the other ones aren't good, right? Like, there's other good artists working on the game. I'm not trying to downplay them at all. But when you have someone that's really good making art for a game, right, or for anything, like, you're gonna pick up that energy by just being around it, right? And it's gonna heighten everything. Everyone's gonna be inspired by that to work, like, to go for it, right? Drops. Oh, sorry, my title might be wrong for AQ. So there's no drops for AQ Worlds. Sorry. It's for Diablo, if you're playing that later. Imagine if AQ had drops. Oh, that'd actually be sick. Guys, get your AQ Worlds Twitch drops. I got baited. Sorry, I didn't update my title. Chat, you should tell me to update my title, man. I'll imagine that. That'd be good, man. Some AQ Worlds Twitch drops. I wonder what it costs to like get Twitch drops for a dev. I wonder what it costs a dev to like put out Twitch drops. AE should look into that. That'd be fun. So we got 2 drops off the boss so far. The bow doesn't look too bad. They're both member. So that's the thing. But yeah, like I still really like some of the artists working on the oh a non-member one, non-member drop. Let's go, and it's nothing, and it's nothing. Okay. Do I think the player base is going to increase when the Steam version comes out? Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, it can't go down, right? Like, it's pretty much at the bottom of the barrel of where it can go. Like, there's such a dedicated, like, players that are so far into the sunk cost fallacy in this game that they'll never leave it, no matter what. Like, they'd have to turn off the servers. Like, that's the player base we have now in the game. So it can only go up. Like, the only way they lose the player count, consistent player count now is like an actual like death. Like when the players actually dies in real life. Like what the player base they have now is like the actual consistent, like it can only go up by being on a new platform. The mobile, yeah, the mobile will be bigger than the Steam will be for by a long shot, I imagine. I've always said this game would be good on phones. Like it's a 2D game. 2D games are what you want on your phone. You don't want to play a 3D game on your phone. At least I don't. But there's like a whole generation of children that have grown up now with 3D mobile games. Have you noticed that? Like I've noticed that as a recent thing that's more popular now. Is like kids grew up with like this being their only gaming device, right? So like they play like FPSs on it and stuff, and that's so weird. Problem is a balance. Class council is like my cousin, blind. I mean, class council does make some questionable decisions sometimes. That's for sure. They should also buff Abyssal Angel and Card Clasher. People on mobile won't spend 20 plus hours for a class just for it to get nerfed. I don't know. People grind Genshin on mobile, don't they? Like I said, I think there's this whole generation of people that like only play mobile games now. Which is very weird to me. That would be like a hell for me. But so some people are now. That'd be a form of torture. I would go actually insane if I had to play only mobile games. That would be so bad. I don't even think about it. I grew up on this game. Yeah, we grew up on Flash games, right? Genshin is another niche in my opinion. We don't have brains, don't get me wrong. Those guys don't have souls. Yeah, there's a special type of person playing Genshin Impact. You're not wrong on that one. I mean, I'm my own special type of person, right? Everyone is. I do my own weird stuff that other people probably don't understand. But it's party, right? But those Genshin people, they're a breed. Drops are so rare off this guy. Like, I've got a few, but drop rate, or maybe it's because I'm killing him so slow. Chat, do you guys want to help with the farming this guy? So I'm like solo farming. It's not like it gets worse than doing it by myself. I'll go to a private if anyone wants to help. We're on Sephiria. $224 or 2,224. I've been playing Genshin 2 almost going on 3 years, and I love the game. Mostly for story. Story in Genshin? I didn't even know that. Like, the game has story. When I played it, there was like no story happening. It was like just grinding. Did they add the story after? Did it launch with a story? When I played Genshin, I got through the tutorial, and like it like put me out in the open world for the first time, and I quit. I just quit playing it immediately because I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm not doing this. It felt so dead. Felt so lifeless and dead playing it. You know what's weird about Genshin? Those same devs have put out like 2 or 3 games since Genshin Impact came out, and none of them have got any have really succeeded at all. They must have really like done something with Genshin that I got lucky with it, I guess. Cause the same devs been pumping out games that are like similar to Genshin. Honkai Star Rail making money. Yeah, they make money for like the first like 3 months, and then they like fall off hard. They made another one. What was the other one they made before Star Rail? That like no one even knows the name of. Okay, Impact the third. There hasn't been another one. Wait, I thought the Genshin devs made another one. Like it was like a. No, it wasn't. Wait, is that dev team? Never mind. I don't know. I don't know about those gacha dev teams. Maybe it was from the same company, but a different dev team made it or something. But there was another game that looked just like fucking Genshin Impact, but it was like in a different like world. I thought it was made by the same dev team. That shit felt, yeah, Tower of Fantasy. Yeah, that's it. Is that not Genshin devs? Is that different devs? That shit fell off quick. Genshin Impact devs over there trying to be Pokemon, right? Trying to make the same game over and over again and have people buy into every new one. They have like 2 other games coming out soon. You know what they should make? They should make an FPS game. There's no FPS gacha games. Get on that. Call of Duty needs some competition. Spend all that gacha player money on building a solid FPS game. There you go. There's a $1 billion idea. Probably get people to stop playing Valorant too. That terrible game. I don't know where that random Valorant hate came out from. I hate the energy of Valorant. The energy that game has just feels so unauthentic. It feels like so, like, it's not, cringe isn't the right word, but it feels like so, like, manufactured. Like, it's so, I can't describe it properly, but the Valorant just, like, rubs me the wrong way in so many ways. Don't you play COD? Yeah, I do. I've been but that's a disease I have. That's not a I don't play for any reason. I don't play for any valid reasons. That's just a disease I have. I would never purposely infect myself with another disease. Call of Duty's like you smoke some good drugs like 10 years ago, and now you're still chasing a dragon that exists. That's what playing Call of Duty in the current era is. Okay, is there actually just 3 drops from this guy and I'm wasting my time? Don't you only play shipment? Yes, I play only shipment if it's available. It's not always available though. If it's not available, I'll play like hardcore hardpoint. Or maybe another playlist. I play a lot of Dome 24/7. I gotta say the Dome remake they did for Modern Warfare 2 is actually pretty solid. It's basically exactly like the Modern Warfare 3 Dome, which is cool. We'll give them some respect for that, for not fucking up that map. Like they do with like they do with Nuketown every time they re-release it. Man, $60 to play one map for skins you need to regrind next year. Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying anyone should be playing Call of Duty, and don't ask me why I play it. Fortnite gets Transformers updates, hype. You know, Fortnite's supposed to get a first-person mode. That might be cool. First person. New Fortnite update looks boring. I would be, yeah. The new Fortnite update does look boring. They went from a cool cyberpunk season to like jungle or some shit. Like, yeah. It's not look that great, content wise. Do you think they can? I don't dislike Fortnite. I play it if it gets good updates, but normally the updates are pretty bland for Fortnite. Waiting for a good ranked update for Fortnite where they actually give out like decent rank rewards, so people are, oh, we got another drop, so people are playing it. Oh, sick! That's actually looks pretty cool. Gonna be honest, that actually looks nice. It's not AC tech, though, so no one's gonna farm it. Yeah, Fortnite's definitely not a bad game. Fortnite, you can't call it a bad game. You can dislike it or whatever. Like this, you can dislike it for the same reason I dislike Valorant, but it's definitely. Definitely not a bad game. It's definitely definitely well made. It gets constant updates. Like the dev team treats it well. Can't say that for every game. There's a bug in Fortnite. It normally gets like fixed like that. Like they're on it. I've never ran into a hacker in Fortnite, even though it's free to play. Okay, maybe once or twice, and I have a couple thousand hours in Fortnite, and I've seen maybe 2 hackers. And it's a free to play PC game. That's insane. I don't know I don't know what kind of dark voodoo magic they use on that game, but they need to let other devs know. I do regret getting Modern Warfare 2. It's worse than 2019. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Way worse. You can't. They fucked up. I really hope. Okay. One thing about this though. I'm very passionate about Call of Duty. You shouldn't get me on this, man. One thing that I really hope comes of this Modern Warfare 2 COD year. The whole community, like, if you look, like, I follow a lot of the community stuff for COD. Like, you won't find a single person that plays COD that's like, that thinks Modern Warfare 2 is better than 2019 for movement wise, right? Not a single person will say that. Actually, you will get some people to say that, and those people are fucking terrible at the game. Check their kill death ratios; they'll all be below 1. But anyway, opinion not valid. But the community is like very in sync with the fact that the movement is terrible, and I hope they overcorrect. I really hope they overcorrect, and the next few Call of Duties have very good movement, where you're actually moving around at a good speed. You can actually strafe, and you can actually move your character around and still have a gun that has like a decent amount of like recoil reduction. I really hope that's the case. I don't think it will be, but I hope that happens. Very much do. They've got so much negative feedback on how bad the movement is that I really hope they overcorrect in the other direction and we get some really good movement CODs for a few years. Very much hope so. I'm probably just coping, but who knows? How is the newest COD? My opinion is not valid. My opinion is not valid at all. I'm someone that played COD since I was like fucking like 12 years old till now, every year of my life. When I think of a year of my life, I think of what Call of Duty was out that year. That's very sad, but that's actually like since I was like, I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, that was Call of Duty Ghosts. Okay, yeah, I was doing this that year. Like I was doing this in school. I was doing this and that. Like okay, that was the COD 4 remake year. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, that was Vanguard. Yeah. Oh, that was Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, I was doing this and that. This kind of shit happened. I remember all that by what Call of Duty came out that year. Like that's my opinion. It's not valid. I played too many of them. Too long. My brain is rotted. I think Modern Warfare 2 has the, but if you want my actual opinion, like my actual review of the game, it has fucking god-awful movement. If you put any recoil reduction stats on your gun, all of a sudden your character has cement bricks on his feet and he can't strafe and he can't move at all. God-awful. And then if you put the attachments that speed up your character so you can move faster, all of a sudden your gun recoils like crazy and you can't hit your shots. So there's like, and then if you do a middle ground build, then it's just terrible as well. Like it's like there's no there's no good middle ground either with how that works. So it's just god awful all around. The perk packages are terrible. They have $40 battle passes now. Well, Canadian dollars. It's like 25 US or 30 US. I don't know. Monetization's terrible. But one good, if I had to say something good about the current Call of Duty, I had to say something good. I think attachment tuning, the one new feature they added to the game, is actually decent. I hope they keep that, but I hope they keep it, but they make it so. Anyway, keep it with some caveats. They probably won't keep it. Spoiler, or maybe they will, but I don't think they will. The camo grind, which is a staple of every Call of Duty game, has been for quite a while. It's like COD 4. Getting a gold deagle in COD 4. Camo grind is probably one of the best they've had. Period. It's very good. I really hope they don't go messing it up. Probably one of the reasons why I played so much of the current COD is how good the camo grind is, even though the gameplay is pretty suffering. Also, weapon animations are good. They have a really good animation team. Not as good as Tarkov, but they're good. You like getting long shots? No, I don't like getting long shots, but yeah, the amount of long shots. But I did the 2019 camo grind. Did you do that? Compared to the 2019 camo grind, you're on easy street. Black Ops and Modern Warfare. Oh, it's Treyarch, 100% Treyarch. Not even close. Infinity Wards are always the worst CODs for me. Well, with the exception of 2019, actually, I actually really like 2019. 2019 didn't have any good maps. I complained about that whole year. It had terrible fucking maps, but the gameplay of 2019 was actually smooth as fuck. I wish we could go back to that. The gun recoil was good in 2019, like movement speed, like you could put like no stock on your gun and the recoil was still controllable and you can move around. Like it was good in 2019. I missed that a lot. I ran no stock on every gun in 2019 the whole year. It was so good. But yeah, the maps were terrible. Cold War was fun. I can't wait for the next Treyarch game. Oh my god, 3-year dev cycle. It's Black Ops 3 was last time they had a 3-year dev cycle for Treyarch. I am so excited. That next year COD is gonna be, hopefully it's gonna be heat. We'll wait and see, but my expectations are not terribly high, but man, it's been a while since I've had a 3-year dev cycle and it's gonna be nice to see what they do with that. I really like the zombies in Cold War. Zombies were probably the highlight of Cold War for me. Shot down in hardcore Diablo again. Oh my lord, that man is not lucky. Was it a server again? Was it a second server death? Or did he legit die? Because his first one was legit, right? And then he died to server. Or are you talking about the server death that he had last night? As today. The other drops yet? If there's more drops than this, we've been on this forever. I don't think there's more drops than this, if I'm being real, guys. We have been on this forever, and I got 2 of the last one. I don't think there's. If there is, I'd be surprised. I think we're chilling on that. I think we are big chilling on that. All right, I think that's all the AQ for today. I think we looked at everything. Did we miss anything? You've been good for 20 minutes plus. Check the design. I'll run through the design notes, see if they add anything. Error loading design notes. Try checking later. I've never seen this before. I've been playing this game for a long time. Look at this. Look at this. Look. I've never seen that before. Man, this used to say like 15K, 12K, 11K. This is all the players on all their games. I've never seen that before. Wait, are design notes actually down right now? Anyway, I think we've seen everything in the game. In a few weeks, Twitter will start paying creators for ads served in the replies. First block payment totals 5 mil. Note the creator must be verified and only ads served to verified users count. Wait, what? Wait, so you get paid for ads, but only ads to verified accounts? Why do verified accounts even see ads on Twitter? You're paying like money a month, but they still show you ads? That has to be the dumbest shit I've read all day. So they're paying people for ads, but only ads to people that pay. That's the most fucked sentence I've read. The creator must be verified and only ads served to verified users count. Jesus Christ. Did Bev's hair shop get updated? Is that the one? I'm looking at Twitter to see if we missed anything, but... I think Bev's hair shop's like the only optional thing we may have missed. Whether you're a real-life digital rare collector or not, this is a great time to refill your AC stash. We got a flood of gear, gifts, and events heading your way. Get 50% more adventure coins. I would pick these up if they're AC tag, but I don't have storage room. This looks cool, but I can just come back and get it if I ever want it for a set. I might pay for a Twitter Blue if I got ads like that equaled the amount of money that Blue costs, right? $5 of ads a month. If I got paid for the ads, which I probably would, based on like if it has a CPM that's close to like YouTube or any other platform, based on the amount of like views they get on my Twitter a month, yeah, I would profit quite a bit from paying $5 a month for Twitter Blue. But if they're only serving ads to the other people that pay for Twitter Blue, then you're going to make a couple pennies a month because there's not that many people paying for Twitter Blue. So that's yeah. Real dumb. How are the older AE games doing? I mean, it's still available. Still available to play. Let's check out the hair shop, see if it got updated. I think it was supposed to get an update today. No, it didn't get updated. Actually, some good hairstyles in the hair shop. Anyway, that's all for AQ today. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube and you watched to the very end, and thanks for watching this long. Can't believe you sat through all my rants, but appreciate that. There'll be another one next week, or yeah, next Friday. So come back to the channel. Peace.